Sit up nice and tall. Take your palms to face down and close your eyes. And I'll read to you the mantra or the intention that we'll set collectively for the class. It says, may I remember that the seasons of my life are a natural and imperative element in my soul's journey. May I welcome new change into my life and honor the cyclical nature of the human experience. So be it, so it is. Sitting up nice and tall, take a deep, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. One more time, breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And now remain in this still place and start to remember the cyclical nature of your own behavior, your own life. And this might be literally seasonal, the way you react to summer or fall, winter or spring. It could also be weekly or maybe even daily. I wake up groggy, 2 p.m. I'm my best self, 8:30 I need to move my body, and 10 o'clock I'm asleep. Like I have a cycle. So I want you to just take 2 minutes here in silence to think about your own cycles, your own emotional ride that you go on in the days and the weeks or even the years. No judgment, just remembering. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. And now plug your hands together at your heart and set the intention to honor your own seasons, we'll call them. To be okay with the way that you react to the world. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Good, and now blink open your eyes. Inhale, scoop your arms up, stretch your fingers wide, look up. Touch your palms together, and as you exhale, lower your hands down to your heart. Again, inhale like you're pulling energy up, 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 and you're reaching it for the sky, and as you exhale, drive that energy back down towards your body. Last time, inhale, scoop your arms up, lift your gaze to follow your fingers, and with your exhale, place your hands together at heart center. Drop your right hand onto your yoga mat beside you. Inhale, lift your left arm up, reach your left fingers as far away as you can. Exhale here, sink deep into that side bend. And now inhale, pull your body up like it's an ocean wave moving and crashing to and from the shore. Come over to the other side. The exhale lets this sinking deeper and deeper move a stretch into your side body. Good. Inhale, pick yourself up, but do that a few more times. Keep your eyes really soft and see if you can move in a way that feels more fluid than rigid. Don't worry about how fast or how slow you go. You're really just teeter-tottering your body from side to side. The next time you come up through center, pause and turn your whole torso, arms, head, chest, turn your whole torso towards the left. Take your left hand back behind you and reach your right arm up and back. So it's similar, but there's more of a twist here. And then bounce back through center, over to the other side, except your right hand comes a little further back behind you. Pull up through center again. And now turn your torso, turn your torso, turn your torso. Take your right hand across your left thigh. Place your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift up the crown of your head, and exhale, turn your gaze back behind you. Inhale, reach both arms up, look up. Exhale, take that full body twist to the other side. That means your left hand comes across your right thigh and your gaze moves back. Good. Inhale, both arms up again. Exhale, bend at your elbows. Bend at your elbows and now pull your arms together like you're doing one of those bicep workouts at the gym. Touch all 10 fingers and open your arms wide. Again, don't worry about the pacing. Just keep your eyes down the ridge of your nose. Keep your breath soft and start to move your body. Our body houses energy. And the theory of exercise is that we just need to move it. We need to move our body, to move energy, to preserve stamina. Keep bouncing your arms back and forth. And the next time your arms come open, could you take your hands onto your shoulders and start to create great big circles with your elbows? Take a few deep breaths here. Notice how your shoulders feel. Notice the sounds that they make. I teach a lot of these classes with my little Bluetooth headphones on. And if you've ever taken a class with headphones, you can really hear the echoing, the sounds of your joints cracking, of your heart beating, your pulse pulsing. It's pretty wild and extremely distracting sometimes. Turn into the opposite direction. A few more circles here. Good, and now come back through center, let your head hang down. You'll feel that stretch, I hope, along the back of your neck. Take your hands to your thighs and really slowly just start to move your chin, your head over in one direction. See if you can find that stretch along the side of your neck. You bring your chin back through center, move it over into the other direction. Breathe when you get there. The breath changes the sensation. Bring your head back down through center and now lift up your gaze, lift up your shoulders, pull your shoulders towards your ears and roll them down your back. A few shoulder circles here to close this little seated sequence that if you could do this every day, especially if you're about to move into a classroom where you'll be sitting all the time. Turn opposite directions. Good. Let's move our bodies down onto the floor. Come down onto all fours. And if you have sensitive knee joints, take a blanket and fold it up under your knees for some additional padding. Stand up on all fours. Stack your joints. So your shoulders are above your wrists, your hips are above your ankles. Pull your belly button in, draw your tailbone down, and engage your core, like the deepest core muscles, your transverse abdominis. Can you really activate through your core? Push your palms down, puff up between your shoulder blades, and look forward. Now keep your core engaged. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, drop your belly down. The core relaxes. Lift your tailbone up. Drop your chest down. Roll your shoulders back and look up. Inhale, tuck your tailbone under. Let that be the first part to move as you pull your belly button in, round into your upper back and look towards your tummy. And moving as slow as molasses, can you keep cruising through these spinal undulations called cat-cow in a way that makes each one feel like an essential movement for your spine? So if it hurts, take it slower, go less deep. If there's a place along the movement that feels delicious, linger there. Good, and the next time you come into that big arc, that big puffed spine, really root through your hands, look towards your belly, and now shoot your left hip towards your left shoulder and look over your left shoulder towards your left hip. Round into your upper back. Do that on the other side. Shoot your right hip towards your right shoulder and look over your right shoulder. So lateral cat-cow, one more time on either side. Good. Come back to center. Take your knees nice and wide. Bring your big toes together and just sit back on your heels. Sit back on your heels. Lift up your hands. Make fists with your hands and start to swirl around your wrists. One direction and then the next. Good. And now plant your left hand down onto your yoga mat. Inhale, scoop your right arm up. Look to your right fingertips. Exhale, slide your right arm under your left arm and lower your right ear to the floor or maybe to a block. This is where a block can come in handy. This is a twisted child's pose. When you get here, take a big breath in. Good. Let your hips sink to your heels on the exhale. And if there's space, you might play with walking your left fingers across your yoga mat, changing the dynamic energy of that stretch in your shoulder joints. Ground through your left hand, pull your right arm all the way out and up, all the way up, look up. And now swap sides. So take your right hand to your mat. Inhale, reach your left arm skyward, and exhale, scoop your left arm under. Your left ear falls towards the floor or a block. Stretch your right arm forward, maybe wander it over across your yoga mat. You don't have to. 5 breaths here. Good. Press into your right hand. Pull your left arm up, all the way up. Reach it to the ceiling. And now release your left hand down. Take your block out to the side and peel your body back up onto all fours. Round into your upper back. Take your gaze in. Lift your hips high. This is downward facing dog. Bend into one knee and then the next. So you're moving your dog. This is such a pivotal part of every transition in a vinyasa practice. Vinyasa means transition. So play with the shape for a moment. Readjust the width between your hands and your feet. Bend and extend your legs. Shake your head, stick out your tongue, scream, laugh. Do whatever you need to do to really get into this pose, to map this pose out in your body in a way that feels right for you. And when you find it, pause, be still, and breathe for 5 deep breaths. Bend into your knees, look forward, hop or step forward. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins, look forward. Exhale, fold, let everything go. Push down through the 4 corners of your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. Sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep both arms high. Exhale, fold your body down towards your mat. Inhale, loop your shoulders back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step into high plank and lower right down to your tummy. Roll your shoulders back, inhale, baby cobra, a spinal back bend so small. The exhale brings you back down. Inhale, push down through your hands and your knees to reach up and back, downward facing dog. Be here, breathe here, in and out through your nose for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, on 1, bend into your knees, look forward, hop or step forward, right into that spinal lift, your shoulders shrug back. Exhale, fold and let it go. Root down through your feet to reach your arms up, look up. Let's keep moving. Exhale, fold back down to meet the mat. Inhale, pull your body up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step into your high plank. Please lower to your belly, feel that connection to the earth. Inhale, tuck your shoulders back, elbows in, and lift up, baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Inhale, push up and back, breathe in, downward dog. Work your shoulders into external rotation, so the eyes of your elbows face forward. Push your chest back towards your thighs. Draw your tailbone down, pull your kneecaps up and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, blow out all your air, bend your knees, look forward, hop or step forward, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold, let it go. Push through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look up. Last time like this, exhale, let your weight fall down. Inhale, roll your body back up. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank pose, lower all the way to your tummy. Inhale, roll your body up, baby cobra pose. Exhale, let it fall back down. Inhale, downward facing dog, which of course always could be child's pose instead. Breathing here for 5 deep breaths. 5 deep breaths. Noticing how the pace of these movements, these fast transitions, might reflect how fast the transitions you're going through right now feel. The change in season, the change in jobs, the change in school. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the fear connected to those transitions. Bend into your knees, look forward, hop or step all the way forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Root down through your feet. Inhale, stretch your body long. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Set one hand on your heart, one hand on your tummy. Close your eyes and feel Just feel. Good. Blink open your eyes. One of my anatomy teachers used to say that flow yoga, this type of transitional yoga, symbolizes the way that we live our lives, right? It's like living on a roller coaster, moving up and down, and then you always come back to this calm place. And that's what we have to pull back in, is remembering to come back to our mountain pose or a meditation. So we'll keep moving quickly, but we'll always bring it back to this grounded, steady place. Take the soles of your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Bend into your knees. Sink your hips low and find chair pose with your arms stretched right out in front. Take a big breath in through your nose. Now as you exhale, fold forward and release. Inhale, lift up your spine halfway. Exhale, ground your palms, step into a high plank, and this time could you lower just halfway. Now turn onto the tops of your feet. Pull your chest forward, loop your shoulders back, engage your glutes and look up. Hold here and breathe with a strong core. In upward facing dog, the only thing touching the earth are the palms of your hands and the tops of your feet. If your legs are touching the earth, you're dumping into your lower back, and you should maybe work on baby cobra instead for this next few minutes of the class. From here, can you engage your core, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Look forward, step your right foot forward, stay on the ball of your left foot, and just reach your right and your left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, waterfall your hands back down to your yoga mat, step into high plank. Try upward dog one more time. So lower halfway, turn onto the tops of your feet while the bottoms of your hands plug into the earth. Engage your glutes, lift your chest up. And now with a strong core, press back downward dog. Root down through your right foot, step your left foot forward, scissoring your inner thighs on the way up. Both arms extend high. Inhale here, draw your tailbone down so you feel the work in your right quad. Exhale, lower both palms to the earth. Step your left foot back, bend your elbows, decide, are you going to go halfway or all the way to the earth? Maybe you take baby cobra, or perhaps you practice upward dog. Push your body back, downward facing dog or child's pose for 5 deep breaths. Bend into both knees, look forward, hop or step forward, slide your hands up your shins to lengthen, and now fold, exhale, bend into your knees and reach your hands forward for chair pose. Push down through your feet, collect your hands at your heart, pause here with your palms at heart center, 5 breaths. Notice the pulsations, the heat, the energy, the prana moving through your body. Gently lower your hands and move your big toes so they're touching. Bend into your knees and collect your hands at heart center. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, rotate towards the right. Take your left elbow across your right thigh. Push your right hand into your left hand and turn your gaze up if that's okay for your head and neck. Think about relaxing your toes, plugging your left hip back and lengthening, reaching forward through the top of your head, the crown of your head. Now squeeze your knees together, pull your whole body back through center. You're still low in your seat. And find that fire in your glutes as you rotate to the opposite side. Reach the crown of your head forward, draw your left ribs up, breathe here in a twisted seat. Perfect. Pull back through center, stretch your arms high for a millisecond, and now lower back down to your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms. Choose your transition. Choose the vinyasa that supports your body and your mind, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhaling into baby cobra or upward dog. Neither is better or worse. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, scissor your inner thighs together, reach both arms high on the inhale. This time right away, exhale your hands to the floor, step into high plank and lower through your transition, through your back bend. Meet me in downward facing dog. Just for a brief encounter, when you get there, could you step your left foot forward? Inhale, root down to reach your arms high. And exhale, your palms come right back to the earth. Step your left foot back, lower halfway. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Or child's pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Please bend into your knees, look forward, hop or step forward. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, let it all go. Now bend into your knees, stretch your arms high, push into your feet, come to stand. This time your hands are alongside your body, palms facing forward. Take 5 more breaths here. Please blink open your eyes, bend into your knees, sink low into your chair, and reach your arms all the way up alongside your ears this time. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step into high plank, but pause here. Pause here in high plank. Take your left hand to the center of your yoga mat and turn onto the outside of your left foot and the inside of your right foot. So your feet are lined up on the back of your yoga mat as you reach your right arm high. If this is too intense, simply bend your right knee, push into your right foot for a little more stability. Breathing inside plank for 5. Push through your left heel, 3. Reach forward through the crown of your head, 2. And on 1, take your right hand down, lift your body all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in a full footprint closer towards your hands. Slide your right hand down your yoga mat, and can you try to catch your left ankle or your left shin? You might need to bend your knee. Push through your left hand and turn your gaze under your left armpit. Just 1 big breath comes in. Exhale. Lower your right hand down. Pulse your body forward, high plank. Place your right hand beneath your face to the center of your yoga mat. Turn on to the outside edge of your right foot, the inside edge of your left foot. Pick up your hips, push your pubic bone forward, and stretch your left arm high. 5 breaths here. Try not to dump into your right shoulder. You're really pushing the floor away with your right hand. Breathing in and out. Good. Drop your left hand down, push back downward facing dog, and you're twisting your downward dog. So step your feet in or reach your left arm under your body, turn your gaze under your right armpit, maybe bend into your right knee and breathe here. One breath. Perfect. Drop your left hand down, walk your body back out into a high plank. And now lower directly down onto your belly. Take the pressure off your wrists. Place your hands on top of one another beneath your forehead. Beneath your forehead. And if you need some time to rest, just stay here and opt out of the next movement. Otherwise, could you push your pubic bone into the mat? Really push your pubic bone into the mat. Nothing else is happening. You're just pushing your pubic bone down. Your glutes will engage. Push your pubic bone down, and now lift your head up. Keep your hands on the ground. Lift your head up like you're checking something out, and lower your head back down. This time, keep your hands glued to your head. Push down through your toes. Inhale, lift your head in your hands. It's such a small movement, like a few inches away from the floor. Lower back down. And next time you might lift your legs, push your pubic bone down, lift your hands, lift your head. Breathing here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3. Engage your legs for 2. And on 1, release it all down. Shake your bum from side to side. Just like your mountain pose gives you that rest in between the roller coaster from the transitions, rest here 5 breaths. Good. Slide your hands to your torso, flex your feet, wake yourself up, push yourself up, downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Take a big breath in and a big sigh. Look forward, step your right foot between your hands. Ground through your right foot and take your feet wide, at least hip distance apart. Squeeze your inner thighs together, reach the crown of your head forward, and now bring your arms up. Really find that center of gravity so your legs are wide enough to give you stability. They're engaged and strong to reinforce that stability. And now could you take your right arm and reach your right arm back behind you? Reach your right arm back behind you. Reach your left arm forward. Bend deep into your front knee. Perfect. Take your right hand down your back thigh. Lift your left arm up. Look up. And now drop your left elbow across your right thigh. Place your right hand on your left hand. Use that resistance of opposing palms to rotate. You can absolutely drop your back knee. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Engage the muscles of your legs on 1. Rotate your hands and your torso back through center. Push through your feet. Lift your arms up. Look up. That's an inhale. Now as you exhale, turn your left toes to the left long edge of your mat. Open your arms wide and find warrior 2. Pause here and breathe. Drop your left hand down your back thigh. Stretch your right arm up alongside your right ear. Reach back. And now pull your body through center. Place your right elbow on your right thigh. Work that tailbone down so your left hip pulls back and stretch your left arm alongside your left ear. 5 breaths here. Push through your feet. Inhale, work your body back up to stand with straight arms and straight legs. And now stretch your right fingers forward. Take your right hand to your right shin. Stretch your left arm high and set your left thumb above your nose. Push through the outside edge of your left foot, root through that foot to draw your pelvis forward and your left hip back. Slowly take your left hand to your left hip, bend into your right knee, place your right hand on the right side of your right foot, left hand on the left side, and turn onto the ball of your back foot. Push through your left foot, step halfway up your yoga mat. Some readjustment will happen here as we prep for a twisted triangle pose. If you have a block, take a block to the outside edge of your right foot. Your right and left foot are about hip distance apart. And now take your right hand and push your right thumb into your right hip crease. Your left hand can be on the floor out in front. Stretch the crown of your head forward and start to draw your right ribs back. Maybe lift your right arm up. Your left fingers might come to the outside of your right foot or to your mat, or to your block rather. You're in a twisted triangle. Big breath comes in. Exhale, lower your hands back down. Listen carefully. If you have a block, take that block into your right hand. If you don't, no big deal. Just do everything I say without a block. Push through your right foot. Keep your right hand towards the upper right corner of your yoga mat and lift up your left leg, Ardha Chandrasana or half moon pose. Kick through your left heel. Turn your pelvis towards the wall in front of you, the left side, and stretch your left arm up. Take a big breath in. Make the shape even bigger. And now listen carefully. Bend into your left knee. Drop your left hand down to the floor beneath your left shoulder or to your block. You can pass it over to yourself really carefully, like you're passing a relay baton. Push through your right big toe and start to lift your right arm up. So here we are in twisted Ardha Chandrasana. You've been doing twists all class. This is your peak pose, what we've been building to. Lower your right hand down to the floor. Peak poses are always the trickiest. Remove your block. Bend into your left knee, bend into your right knee. Could you slide your left knee behind your right knee and sit down? Sit all the way down onto your yoga mat. And if you got lost in the transition, that's the theme of class, it's normal. Just come to a seat with your left leg bent on the floor, your right knee bent over top, and your right foot on the outside edge of your right thigh, left thigh. So you're in a seated spinal twist. Take your right hand back behind you. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, rotate to the right. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Unwind your spine. When you get to neutral, decide if you'll stay there and fold your weight forward, or walk your right foot towards the left, stack your knees, and transform this shape into shoelace pose. You could extend your bottom leg. Now stretching your outer hips, you might opt to fold forward, but you don't have to. Breathe into those outer hips for 5 breaths. Good. Unwind your spine, lean back, find that piece between your tailbone and your sit bone that is a little bit flat and stable. Land on that piece of your body, bring your legs together, Navasana boat pose. Stretch your arms out in front, lift your gaze, find your core, hug your belly in, lift through your chest, and now push your heels forward, maybe straighten your legs. Breathe in. Breathe out, cross your right leg over your left leg, plant your palms and step back, downward facing dog. You can stay here or flow your body through a Vinyasa. Please step your left foot forward between your hands. Find that activation of your leg muscles, the length through the crown of your head, your core strength, and pull your arms high. Turn your left arm back, open your right arm forward, bend deep into that front knee, and keep that active, rotating left hip back, right hip forward. Maybe even take your gaze behind you. Here we land in a twisted lunge. Slide your left arm down your back thigh, cautiously reach your right arm up and away. Inhale. Exhale, bend into your right elbow. Place it beside or on top of your left thigh. Place your left hand on your right hand. Keep rotating your ribs. Breathe. Twisted lunge. With so much strength and grace, pull back up through center. Spread your arms wide, open up, warrior two, facing the right. Sink deep into that front knee. Linger here. Drop your back hand down your back thigh, stretch your top arm up and over for that side body stretch. Bend into your left elbow, place it on your left thigh, and reach your right arm up alongside your right ear. Work your shoulder blade back, pull your right hip forward, scoop your pubic bone under. There's so much stability here. Preserve all of that. Push down, lift right up to straight arms and straight legs. Release down, triangle pose. Again, you're hollowing out your body like it's hovering between two panes of glass. Hold everything tight through center. Take a big breath in. Good. Exhale, look down, bend into your left knee. Ground your palms and step your right foot forward. Open both feet wide, so your feet are about hip distance and hip width apart. If you have a block, take it to the outer edge of your left foot and start to lengthen through the crown of your head. Track your left hip back and walk your right hand to the outside edge of your left foot. Keep lengthening through the crown of your head. Now draw your left ribs up. Maybe your left arm comes up, but it can stay on your hip instead. Bend your knees if you need to, revolved triangle pose. Perfect. Release that shape. Take the block under your left hand if you're using a block and step that hand forward towards the upper left corner of your yoga mat. Push down through the big toe mound of your right foot. Flex your right foot and your left foot. Lift your right arm up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Breathe here. Make it even bigger. Take up more space than you think you should. Brilliant. Lower your right hand down to the floor or to your block. Stabilize and level out your hips. And now with that right foot still lifting, can you also lift your left arm up, taking a revolved half moon pose? Slowly unwind. Once you're stable at center, bend into your right knee. Tuck your right knee under your left leg. Set yourself up for a seated spinal twist. Your body, your torso will move towards the left here. Good. Unwind through neutral. Maybe you'll heel toe that right foot over towards the right, maybe not. Start to fold forward wherever that right leg lands, left leg, sorry. Fold forward and breathe. Unwind your body nice and slow, calming down your body and your mind. Unwrap your legs, stretch both legs forward for staff pose. Inhale, reach your arms high. And as you exhale, fold over extended, maybe bent legs. If you can catch the outside edges, go for it, but you don't have to. Your hands can rest on the floor. 1 full minute here with the work of lengthening your spine like it's growing out of your pelvis, hollowing out your belly, and then sinking a little deeper into that big hamstring stretch. Really, really slow, lift your body back up, pause at the top, take a breath in, sigh out through your mouth. Blink open your eyes, carry your weight down onto your yoga mat all the way down. And when you get down onto your back, just snuggle your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Now let both knees rock all the way over towards the right. Open your arms wide, your final twist in an extremely twisted glass. Turn your gaze over your left fingers and breathe. Noticing as the roller coaster ride starts to come towards the end. Bring your knees back through center, let them fall in the other direction, but more importantly, let yourself fall out of control, fall into rest. Breathe here. Please slide your knees back through center. Take any final movements, any postures, any shapes before settling down into your Shavasana. That might mean your knees are bent or your legs are fully extended. You might take Shavasana seated. Find a pose to close your practice And stay with me here. I know it's hard to hold Shavasana at home, but stay with me here for the next 5 minutes. I promise I will pull you out of the shape. Take rest. From the very moment you entered this world as a tiny baby, you have been embarking on the most wonderful adventure of consistent change. Due to the nature of all life being cyclical, it is a powerful reminder that transformation is inevitable. In fact, you're not the same person you were 5 minutes ago, let alone 5 years ago. New cells are being created, new thoughts are being formed, and the reality around you and within you is perpetually manifesting newness. Remember to celebrate and welcome change and transformation into your life. May I remember that the seasons of my life are a natural and imperative element of my soul's journey. May I welcome new change into my life and honor the cyclic nature of the human experience. Whatever changes you might be facing in your life right now, can you take a deep breath in and pull them in with a sense of acceptance? And as you exhale, let go of the fear and the stress that are wrapped around the experience of change. Now start to move your fingers, move your toes, wiggle your nose, blink your eyes. Take a big yawn or a big breath in, and a nice sigh as you exhale and let go. Inhale, stretch your arms long, reach your toes far away. Exhale, let your whole body collapse back down onto your mat. And then pick yourself up like you're picking up a baby. Come to a cross-legged seat with your hands at heart center. Bow your head into your hands. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Take a deep breath out through your mouth. Thank you so much for your practice.